Hello once again everybody, welcome back to Full Play Games. My name is Tom and this is Train Sim World 3. I've been looking forward to this for a little while. Now, there's not really an awful lot of difference between each iteration of Train Sim World. But, you know, they do get better. One of the things is the training centre. So, I don't necessarily need that, but I've got a brand new profile up here. Brand new profile, absolutely blank and empty, so I think it's probably best if we do our very basic training. This is going to be a piece of piss for anyone who has any kind of experience whatsoever, but we'll just knock them on the head and get them going. I'm really impressed with this training centre, actually. It looks amazing. Just the architecture is fantastic. So here we go.
Welcome to Train Sim World, an immersive and highly detailed rail simulation featuring authentic routes and trains from around the world. This is the training center. Here you can learn about how to navigate and interact with the world, as well as how to operate the many trains.
I can't actually go anywhere. All I can do
Let's
is look
start by
around.
looking around. Find each of the markers and look at them.
Easy. Non-inverted, as it should be. You could try inverting the vertical axis. Oh, go away, Xbox Game Bar. No, I'm fine. Not
Your current
inverted,
objective
thank
is
you.
shown at the top left of the screen. Walk to the blue marker to complete the current objective.
Follow the markers to navigate the car park. Oh, dearie me. I'm pretty sure those are fairly standard assets. I mean, they're pretty low polygon, aren't they? But this isn't a car driving game. This is a train driving game. Hold shift to sprint. That's nice. Now, I've had a little look around here before, and this is one of those collectibles.
You've been awarded some action points. These are displayed in the top right corner of the screen and count towards your overall experience level for the game.
Can you tell I'm being sarcastic when I went yay?
This is one of the many types of route tasks to be discovered. Keep an eye out for many more types and styles of route tasks, which can involve placing, collecting, or fixing a variety of things.
Really?
Head into the main building, and you'll continue your induction there.
I'm always very disappointed that automatic doors don't go. I just had to add my own sound effects. There's no receptionist. There should be a receptionist here to check me in. Over here, take a seat in the waiting area. Oh look, we've got all sorts of choice. I'm going to sit over here on my own in the corner.
You can pause Train Sim World at any point to review objectives and a lot of other information about what's happening at the moment. Try it now, and then return to the game after you've had a look around.
What, like that, you mean? Alright, so, yeah, that's the menu. It's pretty easy. Let's get out of our seat.
Now that we've covered some of the basics of moving around and interacting with the environment, let's take a walk through the building and find the trains.
Okie doke. Oh, we're going up here. Why are we going up here? Oh, look at the trains.
This is Central Square. From here, you can explore the main training center depot and surrounding yards.
Okay, this is the map. That's obviously where we started, at least around there anyway. All our trains out here in front of us. Lovely. No, that's not how you get out of the map. The escape key is not how you get out of the map. That just brings up the menu again. 9 brings up the map. 9 again gets rid of it. Right. Let's go back downstairs. The architecture in here is really nice.
Your journey operating trains is just getting started here in the training center.
Look at all these trains.
Remember, you can always come back here from the main menu to refresh your knowledge if you're unsure about anything.
Yes, lovely. Another one of these maps. There we go.
Continue to learn and other training modules here in the training center, and then you'll be ready to take on more challenges in other environments.
And there we go. That's the first. That's the first one. Navigation and interaction. Yes. 300 XP for that. Lovely. Lovely. Let's keep going, shall we? Screen elements. Ugh. They're really teaching you how to suck eggs. Oh, they really are. The loading times are a bit longer than I'd expect. From an SSD, anyway. Screen elements.
This module will cover
look
the
at
on-screen
that.
overlay, known as the heads-up display or HUD.
Clouds are good
that
in
is
this
shown
version.
when you are in control of a train. Climb up the ladder into the locomotive and then sit in the seat.
All right, let's go. We've got our screenshot, if you wondered what that was. So climb up the ladder. Of course you'll know what the screenshot was. Can we? No, we can't. We can't shut the doors. Okay. Can't shut the doors. Sit in the seat.
Welcome to the most important seat in the train.
Yes, thank you.
While sitting here, you'll be in full control. Before you think about moving the train, though, let's look at the HUD overlay that's appeared on the bottom right.
Yes, we can see it.
The heads-up display is a guide to what your train is doing. The main part of the HUD is the speed display. A white bar will appear around the outside to show your current speed, and the red mark indicates your maximum permitted speed. This is the direction display. An arrow will
God,
indicate
make me yawn.
forward, reverse, and neutral directions.
It's making me yawn. Yes, it's all fairly simple. I mean, to be fair, that thing down there is fairly cluttered. I mean, what's that little... If I free my mouse, there we go. It's like, what's this little thing here? What's that? And what on earth are these? And what's the difference between all these dials? I mean, that does take a little bit of getting used to.
This is the power display. A number will indicate what position the power or throttle control is in. These are the brake indicators. The exact ones shown will vary by train and will often be visible in the train itself on various gauges. They tell you what's happening in the braking system. The most important one is the BC or brake cylinder. If that's
the one at
reading
the
0,
top.
then your brakes are released. Anything else, and brakes are applied and you won't be able to move.
Indeed.
Every train can have small variations in the HUD unique to the way it works, but they will mostly look the same. As you learn to control new trains, study the HUD and learn how it helps you operate it. If you want to see this again, you can rerun this training module at any time.
No, it's fine. It's fine. I've got it. Oh, I can't believe how simple they start this off with. They could have rolled all of this into one tutorial. Why they need 4 separate tutorials, I don't know. But hey, they do. Moving a train. We finally get to actually move one.
In this training module, you're going to look at making the train move, and then bringing it to a stop again.
At least they start us in the driving seat.
While many trains have different controls and are operated in different ways, there are basically always 3 controls that are common and are required to move the train. The reverser sets the direction between forwards and backwards. The brakes are used to slow or stop the train.
Yes, that's all.
The
That's all
throttle
fairly
controls
simple.
how fast the train accelerates. We want to move the train forwards, so move the reverser in that direction.
Forwards.
Keep the brake control in release until you can see the brake pipe control needles are reading 5 bar, pointing upwards. This will release the brakes fully.
So there we go. You can also see the one on the dashboard
Watch the
moving.
brake cylinder, or BC gauge, to see it gradually reduce to 0, which tells you that the brakes are now fully released and you can move.
There we are.
Apply some throttle to get the train moving.
Oh, I love the way it just cuts her off. Okay,
As you
wang
apply
it
power,
to 3.
notice the amp bar rising. This is the amount
And
of power
we're
being
off.
fed into the traction motors.
We are off. Bearing in mind our speed limit of, what is it, 40?
Now that you've reached your target speed, you can move the throttle control back to 0.
I'm
The
not
train
moving
will
at my
then
target
coast on level
speed.
ground, and the train will only slow down very gradually.
I mean, my target speed is here at 40. There we go. I mean, it's 40k rather than 40m. Is that? Yeah, there we go. I'm waiting for my next instruction. Are we supposed to bring it to a stop now? Did I miss? Did I miss something? I'll have a quick look on here, just to make sure. Scrolly down, scrolly down. Just press the D key to decrease the throttle. Yes, I've done that. Presumably it'll get me to stop at some point.
While the specifics of
There we go.
operating brakes vary from train to train, the basic process of stopping is fundamentally the same. Bring this train to a complete stop by holding the brake control in the apply state until you see the brake pipe control needle in the center of your cab desk showing about 4 bar.
Okay.
The amount of braking you'll need to apply also
There we
varies
go.
depending on whether you're going uphill or downhill, and how heavy your train is.
Yeah, that's bringing us to a stop pretty quickly. But then it is just us. There's nothing behind us. And there we go.
Stopping a train is one of the biggest challenges of controlling them, particularly stopping them in the right place. That concludes this module.
And that's
Restart
it.
the module to learn the steps
Really?
again, or move on to the next module.
Oh dear. Oh dearie me. Changing the paths. See, now we start to get into the more interesting stuff. First tutorial, just walking around the place, really?
This module will go over the fundamentals of operating junctions to change the path your train will take, and how to navigate using the map. Most rail lines around the world are controlled remotely by a signaling center or dispatcher. From the perspective of the train, the direction taken is automatic. But within yards and depots, many small and frequent movements are required. This makes remote control of the track impractical. In these locations, the direction taken is manually controlled.
Yeah, of course it is.
You
Of
can
course it
set
is.
junctions by either walking up to them and interacting with them, or going to the 2D map and changing them from there.
Yeah, well,
Let's
there's one
change
over
this
here,
junction
look.
by hand first. Walk over to it and change it by operating the lever. Notice how the point blades move on the track. Try moving it a few more times until you can see how it works.
Yes, so it's currently pointing left. Now you'd think that that little stripe on there would point left, a bit like it does in Derail Valley. But no, it points to the right. I mean, at least it's diagonal, which shows you that you're taking the diverging route, but still. Nah, there we go. Right. Straight on. Move it back. And move back again.
Let's head over to the train, and then we can look at the map.
Here is the train, right behind us. Climb up. Get in. So yeah, we're going straight on. Open the map and have a look. Yes. So what are we supposed to do? Just open the map and have a look at it. Open the 2D map, focus on the indicated switches and change them to follow the turquoise line. Okay. Turquoise line. Okay, that's there. So there's that one and that one. Easy.
Your junctions are set correctly. Let's get the train moving and see it all working. If you can't remember how to make the train start and stop, there is a training module you can rerun to remind yourself.
How stupid do you think we
Keep
are?
the brake control and release until you can see the brake pipe control needles are reading 5 bar,
We're already
pointing upwards.
in forwards.
This will release the brakes fully.
Release the brakes. Whack a bit of throttle on.
Watch the brake cylinder, or BC gauge, to see it gradually reduce to 0, which
And there we
tells
go.
you that the brakes are now fully released and you can move the train. Apply some throttle to get the train moving.
Yeah, you're a bit slow. I'm already moving. I'll leave it on 2 for a moment. Don't really need any more.
Now that you've reached your target speed, you can move the
Yeah,
throttle
fine.
control back to 0.
Fine.
The train will then coast on level ground, and the train will only slow down very gradually.
Okay, so where are we supposed to stop this thing then? There's no markers. It would be nice if you gave us markers to tell us where exactly we're supposed to be stopping
Bring
this thing.
this train to a complete stop by holding the brake control in the apply state until you see the brake pipe control needle in the center of your cab desk showing about 4 bar.
Okay, so just stop it anywhere. Right. I can do that. And here we are.
That concludes this module. All the junctions in the training center are manual, so you can go anywhere you wish using the map and by changing junctions manually. If you want to practice, go to Explore on Foot in the training center. You'll find trains dotted around, and you can practice driving them and moving them around the yard. Don't forget, you can always rerun this training module later if you can't remember any of what's been covered.
Yeah, no, I think we're done here. I think we're done here. No, we'll go back to the main menu. So one of the interesting features that I've noticed coming into this that I didn't really see anywhere else was this option right here. Quick play. Basically, it means that you can choose, once it pops up, you can choose to do something that's under half an hour or something that's over half an hour. And it just picks one at random. It just picks one at random for you to do. From all of your routes, all of your trains, everything. It will probably put me into some sort of training mission. I won't actually do it, but I'll just show that you just click it and it picks something at random. So it's potluck. It's completely potluck as to which one we do. Driving rain. Well, here we are. See, completely at random. We did not pick this. I was dropping frames there. So we've got a passenger train, and it is in a hell of a storm. So, yeah, that's how you that's how you just pick something at random if you can't choose. It's great. But we won't be playing this right now because it's the end of the video. We've had enough. So yes, thanks very much for watching, and I'll see you guys next time. Goodbye.